The COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in school closures across Africa, and the way education is delivered has changed dramatically with the rise of e-learning teaching done remotely and on digital platforms. In Ghana, the Wolo E-Learning Platform is trying to keep up with the sudden rise in demand for quality and affordable education through the use of digital technology. Africa 54's Ndiho spoke to Joseph Anim, the founder and CEO of Wolo E-Learning.
Joseph Anim, welcome to Africa 54.
Thanks very much, Paul. How are you doing, Paul?
I'm great. How are you coping with COVID-19?
Well, COVID-19 hit us just like it hit everyone. It's actually disorganized everything, the economy, education, all aspects of our life. If I have to limit it to education, you know what has happened? We had to shut down all the schools, and ever since our students are home, our children are home, teachers are home, universities are not operating, basic schools are not operating, and it's become a bit of a challenge.
You specialize in e-learning. I wonder how much of an impact it has had on some of the projects that you're working on. Have people taken advantage of the services that you offer?
Yes, we have been planning for about 2-3 years now to roll out an e-learning program, and we've been doing very well. We had gone very far. We had multiple platforms. We had rolled it out already before COVID hit. So when COVID came, we were ready. We were out there. We had developed multiple platforms. We have 2 online and 2 offline. Now, the online ones include a mobile app, a web app, and then the offline one includes, one is a television channel, which is called Joy Learning. We did it in partnership with one of the biggest media houses we have in Ghana. And then we have one we do in the communities. Now, because of the situation with the COVID, the community one cannot operate now, but all the other 3 platforms are operating, doing very well. So naturally, because we're the only platform that was ready out there with content and we were running, when COVID hit, the attention was on us. And thankfully, we've been able to serve some of our students and parents very well.
That's very good news to hear in light of what a lot of people are dealing with. The whole world flipped around, and I'm glad to hear that at least on your part, you're doing very, very well.
So as a country, you can imagine when you are not prepared for something like this, and then something of the magnitude of COVID-19 hits. So it destabilized everything, but the impact was immediate. In our case, we had done a bit of work and developed some content for high schools. We had programs, we have core subjects, and core subjects naturally is taken by every student. We have 1.2 million students who are taking core subjects in Ghana. All of them have content that is ready on our platform. And then the other subjects that we call electives in science, business, general arts, we had them. So you can imagine, we had a spike in the users or the number of users who were already on our platform. And ever since, it's not come down. But then we were overwhelmed. You can imagine a business running, and all of a sudden, all your phone lines are jammed, emails, through social media, everybody making inquiries. Parents who didn't know anything about e-learning they are calling now, they are now asking, they want to know anything that they can find, and that's what the situation has been.
What things have you put in place to make sure that you keep up with the demand? Because you talked about the spike, and I'm sure this is just the beginning.
In terms of capacity, we have a very big capacity, and then currently we are coping with the demand. It's so far been very good. We've not had any technical challenges.
Has government reached out to you to use your service, especially now that COVID is making everybody rethink of how business is done?
We had an engagement with government. They invited us, the Ghana Education Service. We had some encounter with them. So we had discussion with them. It's still ongoing. We are looking at possible collaboration.
What does Wolo mean?
Wolo word actually means book, because this project is an educational project, so that's the name. Wolo is primarily e-learning.
You've been at this for a couple of years. You keep pushing and pushing. What motivates you?
I saw the media as a weapon that can be used to advance education. But the drive has always been entrepreneurship, trying to solve a problem. So for me, the motivation is looking at the thousands and thousands of students out there who we are providing opportunity to, whether they are in the rural areas or they are in the urban areas, so that they can receive education.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks very much, Paul.
That was Africa 54's Paul Ndiho speaking with Joseph Anim, CEO and founder of Wolo E-Learning in Accra, Ghana.